If you really want to change your life, you have to start small, okay? Long-term growth does not only come from giant leaps, it also comes from all the tiny actions that you take every single day. Whether you decide to have a glass of soda with your dinner today instead of water, or toss your clothes on the floor instead of putting them away, that may not seem like a big deal in the moment, but what ends up happening is you make a habit out of these actions, and before you know it, your room's a mess, or you realize you've put on a few pounds because you decided to start drinking soda every night. Because you are a sum of your habits. So today I'm giving you 7 tiny micro habits that take 5 minutes or less that will transform your body, your mindset, your energy, and your confidence without you even realizing it. Because when you make habits easy and effortless, you make growth automatic. And the best part is that these habits are so quick and easy that anybody can do them. In fact, you can start doing all of these today. And before I get into it, I'm currently undergoing a 6-month transformation journey where I'm documenting how I'm becoming the best version of myself mentally, physically, and spiritually, and how you can too. So if you want to join me on this journey and become the best version of yourself, please subscribe so that we can level up together. That being said, let's get into it. Okay, habit number 1, every single morning, write down 3 things that you're genuinely looking forward to that day. And no, this isn't about lying to yourself and telling yourself that you're excited to fold the laundry when you're not, okay? You don't want to start the day by gaslighting yourself. Write down 3 things that you're actually excited about. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could literally be as simple as 1, I'm excited to drink my coffee in a few minutes. 2, I'm excited to wear that cute outfit today. 3, I'm excited to watch my favorite show after work today. First of all, it starts your day off in a good mood. No matter what else is going on in your life, you just give yourself 3 things to look forward to, and that's powerful, okay? That's motivation. Second of all, this actually retrains your brain to look out for the positive things. Over time, your brain will start subconsciously scanning the day for what else might be good, what else might be exciting. And guess what? When you're constantly looking out for good things, you're bound to find a lot of good things. The same works in the opposite way. If you're having a bad day and your brain is stuck in a negative loop, suddenly everything feels like it's going wrong. Ugh, the traffic is terrible today. Ugh, I just got a scary email that I don't want to open up. Ugh, my shoelace just got untied. And you're just like, of course this would happen today. It's a terrible day. Everything's going wrong. That's not because the universe is against you. And no, it's not because you just happen to have the worst luck of anybody in the world. No, it's just because when you're in a negative mindset, you're subconsciously looking out for everything else that's negative around you, and you're actively ignoring all the positive things. That's just because our brains like to be right. So if you tell yourself that everything sucks, you're gonna be looking out for all the ways in which everything sucks, so that you can feel validated, so that you can feel like, oh, see, I was right, everything does in fact suck. So flip the script. When you start your day by writing down 3 things that you're excited about, you open up your eyes to all the other wonderful things that are going on around you. It's literally training your brain to look for joy. And when you do that consistently, your life starts feeling a lot more joyful. And when you're feeling joyful, happy, and excited, you carry that energy into everything else you do. The next habit is 5-minute morning workouts. So while your coffee's brewing in the morning, put your timer on and do a quick little 5-minute workout circuit where you knock out some crunches, some squats, some push-ups, any kind of movement to jumpstart your body. This may not seem like much, but starting your day with 5 minutes of exercise helps wake your brain and body up, releases endorphins, and boosts circulation. As a result, you're gonna feel more energized, more focused, and honestly, proud of yourself. And if you don't drink coffee, then just tie it to something else that's already a part of your morning routine, like right after you brush your teeth or as soon as your alarm goes off in the morning. This works because you're stacking it onto a habit that you're already doing, so it becomes second nature. Over time, this will just become a part of your daily routine that you don't even think about, like brushing your teeth every single morning. And even if life gets crazy and you don't get to make it to the gym later in the day, at least you got some kind of workout in, and that makes a difference. It's better to do 5 minutes than 0 minutes, okay? Progress is progress. Those 5 minutes a day will eventually add up to long-term results. And when you do this every morning, after a few weeks, a few months, you're gonna start noticing changes in your body, your energy, and your confidence. And it only takes 5 minutes, so I don't wanna hear any excuses, okay? You got this. Number 3, the 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it. You know those little tasks that you've been putting off? The ones that don't take long at all, but just feel really annoying and daunting? Like taking out the garbage, or sorting through your mail, or replying to that text that's just been sitting there waiting for you to respond to it. You know it'll take you 30 seconds, but for whatever reason, you still don't do it. We tend to make these simple tasks a much bigger deal in our heads than it actually is. Stop attaching so much meaning to all these small, minor tasks that you can literally be getting done while listening to this video. So this is your sign to hang up that jacket, make your bed, or whatever other small task that you've been putting off. This helps reduce mental clutter, fight procrastination, and creates momentum. These tiny wings trigger dopamine, which is the reward chemical, which encourages your brain to keep going. It's how you turn one small action into many small actions and ultimately into a very productive day. Number 4, 5-minute walking breaks. Whenever you're overwhelmed or stressed or anxious, instead of going on your phone or opening the fridge to grab a snack for the 300th time, get up and go on a 5-minute walk. I know that for me, right after I get off a long Zoom call or right after delivering a presentation, my brain is fried. I need to step away from my computer and decompress. And in the past, what I would do whenever I felt this way was to either mindlessly grab a snack so I could numb my feelings, or I would go on my phone and start scrolling for a few minutes, which would always end up turning into like 30 minutes to an hour. But now instead, I get up and I walk around my apartment for 5 minutes, and this has helped me so much. I'm getting my steps in, I'm not mindlessly snacking, I'm not doom scrolling, but most importantly, I'm resetting my nervous system. And while I'm walking, I like to pull out my notes app and just write down everything that's in my head, get all of my thoughts out of my brain and onto my notes app so that I can clear my head. And after the 5-minute walk, I always come back to my desk feeling clearer, calmer, and more focused and ready to keep working. Walking has now become my new coping mechanism whenever I'm feeling anxious or overwhelmed. And I swear 5 minutes is really all it takes to recenter your mind and your body. Number 5, set one achievable goal every single day. And no, I'm not talking about some huge overwhelming task like let me paint my entire house today or reorganize my entire closet. No, pick something small and realistic. Something you know you can do today that will make you feel like you showed up for yourself. Maybe it's finally sending that email that you've been putting off, or maybe it's going to the gym, or maybe it's folding the laundry. When you set a small goal and you actually do it, you create a mini win that tells your brain, hey, I said I was gonna do something and I did it. And that builds self-trust. And when you trust yourself, everything shifts. Because suddenly, you're not somebody who procrastinates all the time. No, you're somebody who follows through. And the more you trust yourself, the more you're willing to take on and the more momentum you create. And this is how you start every single day already winning. It all starts with that one tiny goal. Number 6, fill a gallon of water first thing in the morning. Hydration is literally the most basic form of self-care, yet it's one of the most overlooked. And listen, I know you know drinking water is good for you, but let me just remind you of all the benefits. It helps with your digestion, your metabolism, clearer skin, more energy, better mood, better focus. On the other hand, when you're dehydrated, you feel fatigued, foggy, tired, irritated, not to mention hungrier than usual, okay? Half the time you think you're starving, you're actually just thirsty. So every day from the moment you wake up, fill up your tumbler or your giant water bottle and make it your mission to finish it by the end of the day. Trust me, successful people are hydrated. Number 7, do not snooze your alarm. I know, your bed feels extra cozy in the morning. Listen, I'm not saying that this is an easy habit. There is nothing our bodies want more than to finish that sleep cycle in the morning. But here's the thing, as soon as your alarm rings and you've woken up, you've already broken that sleep cycle. And every time you snooze and go back to sleep, you're actually just restarting a new sleep cycle over and over and over again and never finishing them, which ultimately ends up making you feel more tired throughout the day. Not to mention that this is the first decision that you have to make every single day. And if the first decision you make every day is breaking a promise to yourself by hitting snooze, what message are you sending to your brain? That you can't trust yourself? That you're unable to do the things that you said you would? No, babe, you're better than that. That split-second decision first thing in the morning builds one of two things: discipline or delay. So the second your alarm goes off tomorrow morning, get up. Do not negotiate. Do not give yourself a chance to change your mind, because you will. Just get up. This helps regulate your circadian rhythm, but more importantly, it tells your brain that you are in control today. And the more you prove to yourself that you're in control of your body and your thoughts, the easier it becomes for you to take control over everything else in your life. Now, these habits might feel small, but when done over time, they are powerful. It's not about doing a full overnight reset or grinding for 18 hours a day to build your dream life, because trust me, you will burn out very quickly. It's about taking small, sustainable steps every single day that you can actually commit to, because that's what creates real lasting change. And over time, you're gonna start to see real results. So try these habits out and watch what happens after a week, after a month, after 3 months. Real transformation starts small. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, that means that you're already the kind of person that follows through, which means you're 100% capable of becoming your dream self. So let's make it happen, one micro habit at a time. That being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!